Right. Cucumber data table. Data driven is different. Data table is different. So what is data table in Cucumber, and how do we use this in BDD Cucumber scenario feature files? Okay. So in Cucumber, the data table object. Okay, it's an object which allows which allows which allows you to pass the tabular format, table format data to step definition. Okay, not this entire scenario, only specific step, only specific step. It is passing the test data. Okay, in your feature file, in your feature file. Okay, so when you're working with this concept, right? So when you're working with this concept, with this concepts, like example, if you're passing the test data to only one particular step, we used to work on scenario outline, right? Which is passing the test data for all the steps. For all the steps in a scenario outline, it is passing the test data using the examples. That is a data driven testing. Okay. But here, data table, we are using the data table, okay, to map, to pass the test data to one particular step, only one particular step. Okay. When you're working with this concept, we have to use the key value pair concept, the key value pair, pair concept. Okay. But if you want to work with the key value pairs, which one will, allow to use that maps concepts. So maps in Java, okay, maps will allow you to add key and value pair concept. So how do we use that? How do we use that? So the example, there is a scenario. There is a scenario. One use case, we'll talk about one use case. Data table, data table as a map. So in the map, we are passing two values. One is a key and a value, right? So key is a string and value also string. String comma string. String comma string. And object name, you can pass anything over there. Okay. So first we'll see the scenario. Scenario. So if you want to pass the multiple test data to your scenario, we use the scenario outline. Okay. That is a data driven testing. But when you want to pass the test data, multiple test data to a particular step, only one step. So in that case, you have to use only scenario, not scenario outline. So user login with multiple multiple credentials, and you can add some given user logs in with credentials, and you can pass here pipe symbol, username, and password. Okay, you can pass these are the column names. Okay, these are the column names, username, password, and in between you can pass the values. You can pass the values. You can pass example someone at yahoo.com. Testing one, two, three. And one more thing, something at yahoo.com. Testing like this. Okay. Like this, we can do it. So in this step, you have to add everything related to the purpose, this scenario. Okay. Example, if you log in, once you log in, you cannot write the step like this. When user click on login. If you write like this, okay, what happens? It will log in here and it is waiting for another scenario or another test data to log in. So if you want to re-log in again, you have to log out. So that should go, log out should go to this step only. Everything should be in this step. Okay. So that's why we should include the log out in the same step. Okay. So can we see this? Can we see this in how this is working and how? We'll see with examples. Let's go here, go to the feature file here, login, feature file, bottom. So we have to use a scenario, only scenario, no scenario outline. Scenario, verify, verify, login functionality with multiple credentials, multiple credentials. So this is also login functionality, but it has individual steps. It has individual steps with the examples test data. But here we are writing only single step. So let's see. Look at this. This log should not be part of this background because the background will run before each scenario, right? Before each scenario. So it will run only one time, the login. So better to cut this. Control J. I do one thing. Control J. I better create a new feature file. Cut this out. Right click. New file. Login underscore negative dot feature. Remove this. Paste here. But every feature file has a feature tag compulsory. Login negative test cases. Simple. Pretty format. Yes. Come down here. Now when I'm sorry, where is that precondition? We can copy this, no problem. Can copy this back here, paste it. Now these are the two common steps. So I can remove this, paste here, pretty format. So till here, what happens? When you run this, it is going to click on the a login link and verify the title. Let's click on login link and it's passed. Right. So now if you want to do this scenario with the maps concept, right? Data table, right? So it won't work because the login link also should be part of the single step only, single step. So I'll do one thing, I'll remove this. I'll remove this. I will remove this also. Okay. There's one single step, I'm going to write it. When user login to when user login to site with multiple credentials. One scenario. Okay. In this, I'm going to add username and password. Username something at yahoo.com. Testing 1, 2, 3. Someone at yahoo.com. Pretty format. Right. So now this is the data table concept. Okay. Data driven is nothing but this is the data driven with examples. Okay. There's one interview question. How do you do the data driven testing in BDD Cucumber? So we are using the scenario outline for data driven and also with examples with test data. Scenario outline with examples with a bunch of test data. Simple. Right. Now let me go ahead and run this. It is going to generate the step definition for this step. You can see in the bottom. Yes. So once it is generated, right? So what you'll do, we can go to the login step definition. In the bottom, we can put it here. Let me cut this out. Let me remove this. Yes. Remove this also. Yeah. So what next? We have to see since we are using the multiple test data here, right? Multiple test data. Obviously, we have to use list map next. Go here. List map. List of map. Then in the map, we have to use key and value. Key and value. And what is object name? Example, user data is equal to user data is equal to this is the data table which is coming from the feature file. Dot, I don't know, I think we have to add the yeah, correct. Dot as map as maps. As maps, string dot class, comma, string dot class. Anything pending here? Yes, all good. Created map object. Fine. What next? We have to, if we want to iterate the test data, I mean the test data from the feature file, okay, multiple test data, we must use the for each. For each, I'm using it. Sorry. Close it. Yes. It's automatically created it. You see that? It's automatically created. Now you can do it here. So what you can do here is a map, new object, and this is the test data which is iterating one by one.
Map
And
dot.
what next? We have to click on the login link, right? Click on the login link. Homepage dot, click on login link. First, it is going to click on this login link. What is that? Okay, this demo web shop. Click on the login link. Right. What next? After click on the login link, we have to enter the data, right? We have to enter the data. So that means it is coming from the login page. Login page dot enter email. Enter email. So data should come from this one. Map dot get object. Object, this object which is coming from the feature file, the name of the column. Copy this and paste it. This is for the username. Login page dot enter password. Yes. Then maps dot get map dot get object. Okay, what is the object name? Password. It should be same name, guys. It should not give a different name, capital or small. Okay, it should be case sensitive. Give the same column name. Right. So it is going to click on the login link, enter the username, enter the password. Then what next? We have to click on the logout button because we have the multiple test data here. Multiple test data. So again, if you want to repeat the same scenario, then we must use this. Okay, login page dot click logout. Click on logout is not there. I'm sorry, it should be dashboard page, right? Dashboard page. Oh, I'm sorry. Login button. I made a mistake. Login page dot click login button. Once this is done, we have to click on the logout button. Correct? Click logout link. So once this is logout click happens, then it is going to repeat the same scenario. Click on login. I can enter the username and password. Then it's fine. Okay. So let's see how it is going to run. Go here. First, we need to name this scenario. This is called data table scenario. Data table. Data table. Go to the test channel. Data table. Right click. Login link. Logout happens. Second scenario is incorrect credentials I given. Okay, it is going to fail. It is going to fail. So it will wait for some time. How much time we have given in the base page? Yes. Okay, it's done. Go back here. Cucumber report. Open with web browser. See one failed. Where is that? One scenario failed. But the last one, you see that ICO logout is not visible. Logout option is not visible. And it is taking the screenshot. Okay. So like this, you can have the n number of test data under the step. Is it clear? The only thing will feel difficulty this one. Okay. But you should remember this. List of map and iterating with the okay list of columns from the data table in the scenario. Okay. Let's go back here. List map object for the keys and value for loop, for each loop with a map string is a new object and this is the old one. And this data is going to store in this maps and we have to get the object from the feature file. If you want to get the object from the feature file, map.get of username, map.get of password, map.get of something else like that. So we are iterating one by one. Okay, this is fine. Is it fine? Or shall we go with the next one? Okay. So we have faced some problem with the empty data, right? Yesterday. So like example scenario, verify login functionality with the multiple incorrect credentials. For this, when user log into application with the multiple incorrect or invalid test data. And here we have given something called example username. Okay, username, password, type, and what next? Error message. Error message. Like this, we are given, right? Username something. I mean, sorry, username before username. I'll do one thing. Empty. This is the empty case. Okay, empty case will get some error. Will get some error. And next one is username empty and password or correct one, like that. So we'll see the different scenarios. Okay, we'll see the different scenarios and we'll write that. First, we'll go to the negative one. Till here is fine, no problem. Yep. Scenario, verify login functionality with multiple incorrect credentials. Ready format, yes. And yeah, when user log into application with invalid test credentials with multiple invalid test credentials. Okay, and here we can say username, password, okay, and type and error message. Sorry, pretty format. Yes, and here enter four pipe symbols. Control pretty format. Yes. So first one, I'll go with the empty. Okay. We'll do one thing. First, I'll go with the something called as, where is that error message? This is a login page, right? So can you tell me the number of invalid scenarios, guys? First, we can go on, clear the test data and click on login button. We'll see the error message, correct? We'll see the error message. So this is a one scenario. So let me note it down somewhere. Login with empty credentials. Empty credentials. Number two, tell me guys. Number two, login with empty credentials. Number two, I entered, invalid email address. Example, something. Click on this. I just click on re-click on this. Something. Click on login link. We are getting this error message, correct? So that is incorrect email. Login with incorrect email address. What is this? Next one. I'm going to enter the invalid credentials. Example, this is a completely invalid credentials. Okay, so login was unsuccessful. Please, no customer found. Please correct the errors and try again. No customer account found. This is the incorrect login credentials. Login with incorrect login. Login with incorrect login credentials. Number one. Number four. Go here. Mm, I'll go with the correct email address, but I'll give the wrong password.
Well, password.
Okay, wrong password. So the credentials provided incorrect. So that means log in with the incorrect password. Incorrect password. Okay, any other scenario? You can find it. Empty, find it. Empty is done. Incorrect email address done. Login, invalid login credentials done. Incorrect password is done. What else? What else? Give the valid email address, no password. Same thing. Same message comes. So it is going to cover the same scenario. No problem. And what else we can do? With the invalid only. With valid. Something at yahoo.com. Testing 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's login. But in
Empty email.
our scenario is going to verify the only incorrect credentials, right? So we'll only go with the invalid one. Yeah. Tell me.
Empty email valid password.
Okay. Empty email valid password. So no customer account form. So it's already covered with other scenario. Okay. So let's see one by one. First, what is the scenario? Login with the empty credentials, correct? Login with the empty credentials. What happens when you do this? This error message is coming. This error message is coming. Copy this, go here, error message. And this is the empty one, right? Empty. And type is MC. What next? Incorrect email address. Yes. So incorrect email address is nothing but this is an incorrect email address. Something is incorrect. No password. Okay. This is incorrect email. Incorrect email. I'll give all these things small. So when you give the incorrect email, what you'll get? Error message. Please enter a valid email address. Go back here, and this is the error message. All right. Ready format. Oh God, I think something wrong here. Yes. Ready format. Yes. Now what next? Login with incorrect login credentials. Login with the incorrect login credentials. What happens here? If when you do this, so no customer form, no customer account form. This is incorrect login credentials. Fine. And what next? Pretty format. And here something at test.com. And this is something else. Deformat. Yes. And what next? Incorrect password. Incorrect password. So I have an email address. There's a valid email address, something at yahoo.com. And this is incorrect password. So I'm giving some dummy password. Let's see the scenario. Something at yahoo.com. And incorrect password. Incorrect password. The credentials are provided incorrect. Okay, this is what we wanted. Go. Yes. Now we have covered the maximum scenarios. Correct? Oh, I'm sorry. This should be here. And this should be incorrect password. Perfect. So we are done with this scenario creation. Then we have to see the implementation. Okay. We will see the how the implementation works. All right. So let's go and let's comment this. No, it's not required. Comment. Let's go here. Data table underscore negative underscore TC. Just copy this. Go here. Run this. Okay. Where is the scenario here? Step here. Step is not generated. Come on. Step is not there. So let's do one thing. Let me comment this. Right click. One is feature file. Yes, I got it. So copy this step definition. Go back to your step definition class, right? Here you go. Okay. So the problem which we faced last session, right? So the problem is when you see this empty credentials, right? So it is always giving the null value. Null value. Okay. So to avoid that, so what we can do, we'll create a separate methods here. The methods like public void enter user name, and you are passing the string username. So I'll tell you why I'm creating this user name. One more method. Public void enter password. So I created just two methods. Okay, two methods. In two methods, what we're gonna write it? Let's say if this username is a null value. Because when you're running the test, it is giving null value, right? Because no value here. There's no value here. There's no value here. Obviously, it is going to fail. So to avoid that, what we give, if username is equal to username double equal to null. If this is facing, if this is facing, then what we are giving, we are replacing with the empty string. We are replacing with the empty string. Sorry, question mark, double quotes, colon. Okay. Then we are passing the username. Username is equal to null. If it is equal to null, then place a empty string. Place a empty string. If it is not there, then you can pass the actual value. Okay, example here. Here it won't throw any null value. So it will give something. So only something will come in place of username. If it is example null value, it is a null value, right? It's empty. Empty is nothing but null value. If it is a null value, place a empty string. Empty is nothing but nothing. And the value, there is no value there. It's the empty string, that's it. Okay. So this is how we can give it. And we can also paste like example login page dot enter email address, right? Email is a username. The same way for the password. If the password is equal to empty, if that is equal to empty, I mean null value, then we are replacing with the empty string. Empty string. If it's not empty string, then pass the password directly. Okay. Then same way, login page dot enter password, then password. Simple, two reasonable methods. Okay, then we'll jump onto the actual logic. Where is the logic here? Yes, here is the one. Same way, you can take the same thing here, copy the same thing, copy the same thing here. Okay, now come back here. How here's the twist? Because since we have the different kind of conditions, right? Example, the type is called empty, then we have to pass a different logic. If it is incorrect email address, we have to pass a different logic. So this way we can use the switch case, right? We can use the switch case to handle this scenario. Okay. So let's go here. First thing, use the for loop, and we are creating the object for the maps. Then for each loop, in the for each loop, we are clicking on the login link, and then we have to get the username and password. Okay. Then click on the login button. Don't use the logout button here. Yes. Now what happens here? Switch case. We have to implement a switch case. Switch, switch. Okay. User dot get. User dot get. Where is user here? User data. User data dot get of what is this scenario type? Empty. If this is empty, okay. What kind of logic you want to? What kind of logic you want to mention? Oh, sorry, not type, right? It's a type. Key is the name is a type. Made a mistake. Type. Type. So it is going to take the each type. Okay. Why it is getting error message? Method list map. It's correct one. Acha, okay. From this, right? I'm sorry. From this map dot. Yes. So now you can add the bunch of cases. First case is empty case, right? First case is empty case. Okay. This should be in the quotation. Sorry. Quotation. And what is the second case? Tell me. What is the second case, guys? Come on.
No.
First case is empty. Second case, I'll put side by side, no problem.
Incorrect email.
Incorrect email. Second case, incorrect email. Third case,
Incorrect login credential.
Incorrect login credentials. And fourth case,
Incorrect pass.
give incorrect password.
Yes.
Copy this, paste it. I'm sorry, it's not is yes. And here, yes. There is no yes. Yeah. Control A, Control A, Control Shift F. Yes. So we got how many cases? Four cases. Okay. If it is empty, what kind of code you're gonna write in this one? If it is empty. Okay. So first we'll go here. Usually it is going to enter the data by using this concept, right? I'm sorry, I made a mistake here. If it is empty, again, it's going to be a problem, right? So better to call these methods. Copy this. Yes. Enter username. Enter password. Okay. So it is going to check the username. If the username is empty, then it is going to place the empty string. That means no value. And if it is not empty, it is going to place the actual username, which is coming from the feature file. Okay. That's the two methods. Okay. What if it is the empty credentials? Okay. What are we going to pass here? Tell me. So now I'm going to pass here login page start. Again, we are going to clear it. No problem. No, it's not required, I think. It's not required. Nah. If it is empty, uh, we are passing all the data. If it is an empty, it is going to give, what is it, guys? Error message, na? Error message, right? Error message. So we have to asset that error message. Asset dot asset equals. Asset equals. Asset equals. Yes, asset equals. We can get it now. Go there. Empty. Take this property of this one username. The error message. Validation error message. Class name. Go back here. Where is the page? It's login page. So here it is already there. Validation summary error message. And the name of the empty login error. And this is the method I'm creating here. Empty get empty login error. This one I have to call there. This one I have to call there. Show me get text. Yes, get text. And here paste. I'm sorry, login page, right? Login page dot error. Yes. So this value is this one. This value is this one. Okay. This is the actual one. What is expected, guys? What is expected? Expected from where? Map dot get of this one. Where is that feature file? Yes. This one. Error message. Map dot get. So that value and this value should be same. Correct? This is coming from the application. This is coming from the feature file. So both the test data, this value and that value should be same. If it is not same, the test is going to fail. The test is going to fail. Right. And what next if it is an incorrect email address? Incorrect email address. What happens? Tell me. If it is the incorrect email address, it is going to throw error message. Something. Yes. Take the property of this one. Field validation error message. Go to your login page. Field validation error message is already created. Class name is equal to invalid email error message. Yes. This is the method. Copy there. Same thing. You can copy this, and paste here. The only thing you have to change this get invalid error message, and this is same. This is same. And what next? Incorrect login credentials. So incorrect login credentials is nothing but what? What you will get it? Please enter. Sorry, no customer phone, no customer account phone. Incorrect login credentials. No customer account form. Go there, inspect the element. Okay, I think this is not going to give a. Let's check this, no problem. I'll do one thing. I'll take the XPath for this one. XPath, no problem. I'll take this now. Go to the login page, and here at find by it, at find by XPath, right? XPath is equal to, yes, public web element, and no customer found error message. And we have to get the text for that. Public string get no customer found error. Return no customer found message dot get text. Now copy this method, go back and copy this also. Yes. Get no customer found. Yes. And what next finally? Incorrect password. Incorrect password. So what is incorrect password? Tell me that. There. Incorrect password, right? This is something at yahoo.com. This is a valid username. Incorrect password. Click on login button. So the credentials are provided incorrect. And for this also, I'm going to take the XPath. If it is both are same, we'll see. Control F, login page, Control F, and see. Yes, both are same. So I can use the same one. I can use the same one. Copy this, paste it. Done. So default is not.println, and this one no no case, no matching case form, no matching, it is matching case form. All right. But here, once this case executed, we have to break it. Otherwise, it will continue with the same, remaining cases also, right? We have to break it. If we don't break it, it is going to continue with the same in different cases. Right? Let's go and run this and see. Copy this, go to the test runner. Yes, stay, run unit test. Okay, it is failing here only, I think. Okay, expected something. Comparison. Where is failing here? Here it is failing. Empty credentials. So we'll do one thing. Then we'll do one thing. We'll repeat the same thing here. Login page dot enter set email text dot clear. I'll do this clear. And then password also same thing clear. Enter password. So password text dot clear. Then login button. Click login button. This is fine. And what about the next one? Incorrect email address. So incorrect email also will clear the existing one, and we can enter the login page dot email text dot clear with the old value, and I'm doing enter the um, something not it. The incorrect email address is nothing but email address is fine, but password we have to clear it if anything is there. Password dot clear. Then login page dot click login button. Fine. Now incorrect login credentials. So here incorrect login credentials. This should be fine. Um, incorrect password. Incorrect password. Yeah, it should be fine. Redundancy. The first case I think is getting passed. Yes, it's fine. Yes, I think three are done. Three cases are done. Let me see the report. Right click, open web browser. How many cases are passing? We'll see. In comparison failure expected error message, try again. Test credentials. Okay. No customer found. But no customer found. Fourth one. Mhm. Third one, sorry. Third one. Third one, it is giving some trouble. Fine, no problem. We'll go back here. We'll do some changes in the here. If it is a incorrect login credentials, that means you're giving mm, invalid username and password. This is fine. Incorrect password is nothing but incorrect password. So valid username, incorrect password. This should be fine. No problem. No issue with this. Maybe error message is giving wrong. Okay, we'll do one thing. I'll go like this. I'll go like this. And see. Okay. One second. Get text contains. We made a mistake, guys. It's not true actually. It's a contains. It's a true. Asset true. You made a mistake because we are not verifying the entire text. Asset true. Asset true. Yes. Asset true. And here, Control Z, sir. Control Z. I'll remove this. Uh, One second, guys. See, we are not verifying the complete text, right? So that's why we are giving the partial text asset true, right? Is it true? Login page dot get empty error, right? Get empty error. Get empty error. Dot contains map dot get object name. What is object name here? User error message. Error message. So that means I'm just verifying the one second. Let me hide this controls. Yes. So I'm just verifying this partial content, not full content, which is coming from the UI. See this? This is coming from the UI, right? This is the whole content. I'm not verifying the whole content. I'm just verifying partial content. So that's why we use the contents. So I'm just using login page dot empty login credentials dot contents map. Same thing I can use as a true only. I should not use as a equals. Again, it's going to be problem. As a true, and this should be dot contents. Dot contents. Yes. Remove this. Okay. Map dot get, sir. Map dot get. Fine. And the same way here also. Anything missing here? Yes. Bracket missing. As such a true, same thing, right? And this is also dot contains. Dot contains. Map dot contain. Map dot get. And the same way here also, right? And what about this? Copy this. Right. Dot contains. Dot contains. Bracket close. Yes, you should be fine. Now let us go ahead and run this and see if we errors are there. Run it. Yes. It should be good now. Now go here and see the report. Anything is failing there. Everything is passed. Now is it clear? So you want me to explain once again? A very simple case. Okay. If we go there, maps concepts anyway same. I'm using for each loop to iterate the test data, right? So I just created two methods, the reusable methods, enter username and password. If any username or password or anything is null, right? Anything is null, null value you're passing here, empty value you're passing here. So while reading the test data, right? While reading the test data, it is given as a null value. So to avoid that confusion, to avoid that error message, we are giving user is equal to username is equal to null. If it is a null value, then I'm going to replace with the empty string. Let's say this is not a null value. This is something else. That means some test data is there. Then it is going to place the username. Same username which is coming from the feature file. Okay. Same way for password. And after that, I just created a switch case. So while entering here, first it is entering the data. Okay. As per the done. And while entering, okay, if it is a type is good empty. First case is matching. Okay. Then it's go here and it is going to execute this line of code and it is taking the error message. And again, it's repeating the same loop and entering the second credentials, like example, something empty. And it is going to check the switch case, incorrect email. So this is the incorrect email. It will come here and will do this execution. I mean, this code will execute. Same way for the remaining cases. If none of the cases is matching from this list, then it is going to execute the default case. You got it?